will do. There are two things that the legislators in Washington, D.C. are concerned about mostly these days. And the principal one is, of course, the January 6th incident at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., the insurrection, what motivated it, what led up to it, which the current commission doesn't even address. It only addresses what actually happened at the time, not anything prior to it. And what kind of an investigation is that? It's not very thorough. Well, the Republicans don't want their own corruption exposed, and so they're bending over sideways and backwards to attempt to forestall that investigation, but it'll eventually happen nonetheless. And the other major concern involves corporate America, and that's these endless cyber attacks, this ransomware business. It's just been inflicting one institution or business after another. The Colonial Pipeline, for example, it was shut down and it caused all kinds of havoc along the East Coast. Gasoline supplies were stalled and ran out, and all that. And all the people along the East Coast had to contend with it. Even in Washington, D.C., they had to contend with it, I heard. But the FBI managed to recover a lot of that money. And the CEO of Colonial Pipeline did the proper thing in contacting the FBI. They were helped immensely by the FBI. And rather than cover it up and just pay the fucking ransom, they contacted the FBI and they got half their money back. Now, that was a good call. But it also took a lot of courage on the part of the CEO. They can't lose their public image to incompetence. And I would have to say that all these companies are incompetent when it comes to cybersecurity. They think that they can scrape by on this and not expend too much money. And the systems they come up with are inadequate, obviously, because they've all been attacked successfully. So obviously the cybersecurity, Cisco and company, is not up to snuff. I don't know what can be, apart from using Unix, but and even the military knows about that. They hacked into the federal government and they looked around for I don't know how many months. And nobody knows how much information they managed to siphon out. Probably quite a bit. And no doubt Vladimir Putin is quite pleased by the result. Quite pleased. Probably about as pleased as when Donald J. Trump was elected president. God. What a mistake the United States made when the people elected that asshole to the White House. God. Now he's lurking down in Mar-a-Lago playing golf on occasion. The obese fuck. Trump is one of those conniving fat cats that got away with it for a long, long period of time until now. Until he's in so deep he's not even up to his neck, he's up and over his head. And he knows it. And all his acolytes and sycophants know it as well. It's a pathetic situation in this country right now. Pathetic! Makes my blood boil to even think about it. Denying people the right to vote just so a paralyzed and crippled and corrupt political party can remain viable. They ought to disintegrate and go on home with their tails between their flippin' cunts and their legs. Motherfucking pricks, bitches, cunts. Especially that woman from Florida. God, she takes a flippin' motherfucking cake if I ever saw one. God. I mean, does she believe all that bilge she spews out? Do any of them believe it? I don't know, they say it often enough, maybe they do. They're all a fucking bunch of imbeciles and idiots. Just sickening, it's sickening what they're doing. And how the evangelicals can keep on going along with them, I don't know. God, how do they even justify it to themselves? Good Christian people, you know. Yeah, right. Good Christian people who would deny their distant neighbors the right to vote now, wouldn't they? If they could. And all to perpetuate their Ever-Lovin theology. Their Ever-Lovin theology, which has conflicted mightily with Islam over the past, I don't know, 15, 16, 18 centuries or more. And I would say a lot of people still don't even have any fucking clue as to why Osama bin Laden decided to mount his attack on the World Trade Center. They still don't know why. They have no idea. Because they're not interested in world affairs, mainly. They hunker down in their own rural enclaves and watch Fox News and all the dribble that comes out of those people's mouths. It's all sickening. It's all vile and reprehensible.